Hi Virgo, here's a general look at your solar chart for July 2013. Now this month there is something interesting happening. There's a big banner across the sky in a triangular shape being formed by Jupiter, Saturn and Neptune. That triangular shape, each of the planets is sitting on one of the points of the angle of the triangle, is called grand trine. And now grand trines are good. And this particular one is in water. Each of the planets is in a water sign. So Jupiter is in Cancer, Saturn is in Scorpio, and Neptune is in its home sign and your opposite sign, Pisces. So this is a very supportive formation in astrologically anyway in the sky, and the wave emanating from the celestial geometry, the music and the architecture spinning in infinity. I really love that line. In all of the sensitive emotional water signs could help us to discover more how to connect with each other compassionately and to connect really through our deeper values, our deeper feelings, our eternal values. Now that would be nice, you know, the values that go beyond this particular lifetime, the values that are from the absolute. And for your particular sign, this this watery grand trine is falling in your air houses. The houses are the 12 segments in the horoscope wheel. And this particular formation is in your air houses, which means that this will positively underpin your appreciation or your work with literature, education, anything to do with speaking, writing or the arts, but also bring more heart-based interaction in close relationships probably. And it's possible others may provide more support for you, or you know, you are always the one who is the helper and the little nurse sort of mopping our fevered brows, but more support for you, and you Virgo are actually able to be gracious enough to say thank you and accept it instead of, oh no, I'll do that, which is a kind of a grab for control, really. Sorry to have to tell you, but you know, the grace to just let others do something for you, which then makes them feel useful, and you know, makes them feel rewarded that they've helped, and so others can provide you with more support, or you gather together with others in like a humanitarian sort of a way, or in a spiritual kind of a way, or in a way which is just gathering together with others for a good reason, whatever that reason is for you, you know. Yes, it's a very supportive vibration. It's a very supportive pulse that's coming through this, and boy, you know, we do need it, because we have this kind of tinderbox situation going on with Uranus and Pluto worldwide, which has been around for many years now, and it's going to be in our skies until 2020 actually, but it's going to be in our skies in a strong way up until 2016. So we need this flow, we need this feeling of coming not so much from the head, the competition, the judgment, the conditionality of everything, but coming more from the unconditional heart. And of course it's always the way we play it, you know. We can get a good hand of cards like this. I would say this grand trine is you know, like a royal flush, but we can mess it up. So at least you know about this, and then, you know, we leave it to you. Now, until the 22nd, it's busy and progressive in your solar chart. The Sun is in an area where it's about social contacts, networking, involvement within maybe a special community of some kind, group of kindred spirits maybe. This is a period when you can further things which may have been on the back burner for a while. They've been pending, you've been waiting, and now you can get the ball rolling on that, or the ball just starts rolling and you've just got to keep up, you know. This has been going on since the last week of June, by the way. And technology could be emphasized here. You might have to think more in a technological kind of a way, some of you. And definitely a governing factor won't be what you know so much as who you know, and you know, how you get on together, or what you may achieve with each other or through each other. And this is a time when you can be inspired. This is an inspirational time, but also a time when you can be inspired, but you can be inspiring as well. Then from the 22nd, when the sun moves, the energies then manifest as it goes into a sort of a backwater area, a quieter area. So like the center of your attention will be in this more restful, more private area here. It's not so high frequency and accelerated as it was before. And maybe you're going back, maybe you've got something on the drawing board, or you're going back to the drawing board. Maybe you're just resting and recharging. Maybe you are looking after yourself a bit more, or looking after somebody else, and there could be more demands on you for your support at this time, because this is a karmic house, but it's a house of higher service. But it's also to do with your imagination and being much more in touch with your imagination, much more in touch with your inner self and your dreams as well. Now Mercury, your ruling planet, continues to put the mental focus upon furthering your aims through your friendships and your contacts. So it's very much in the area where the sun is up until the 22nd. Very much highlighting how important your group associations are, your friendships are, and interaction, discussions, ideas, maybe paperwork will be revolving around those people or those groups, whether they're people or other sorts of beings. And discussions will tend to have quite a sort of futuristic edge to them as well, inspirational kind of edge. You thinking along maybe new and unusual lines in some way for some reason. Unusual information or unconventional ideas or encounters with others are more likely and can be revealing and progressive. But definitely more involvement and more interaction within a collective, or rather I say more, it could be just an ongoing, continuing one, is altogether likely. Now Venus is in a background area, you know, you being very busy, maybe one-to-one or teaming up with others in a behind-the-scenes kind of a way. That's happening until the 23rd of the month. And you can be, it's a good time to look after yourself more, to just watch your energy levels, to do some self-pampering, to seek out some therapy, some, you know, to go into some practice, go in for some practice which is good for you. But also you will be called upon to be there for others, whether you're in the mood or not. And in certain situations you will kind of maybe sugar the pill or keep your opinions to yourself in a way. And others can be quite oblivious to what's really, you know, kind of going on. But definitely that you need to be touching base, you need to be keeping the balance for yourself, touching base with yourself and getting things in perspective. You know, you've got a natural urge to assist, and this is going to be amplified during this time here. So just make sure that you balance things up well. Now, on another level, you know, this can be the stuff of which dreams are made. This is an imaginative time. You can be, you know, let the imagination fly a little bit. It can be an artistic, creative time as well. And beautiful healing things can be happening, and you could be having, you know, more flights of fantasy at this time now. And then from the 23rd, the planet of love and material success and physical balance, Venus, comes into your sign. This is altogether a good thing. This will help you to get that balance, that recharging I was talking about. feeling better in your skin, more sociable, not from a, I want to help sort of point of view, but just because you're in the mood and you're up for it, and you maybe want to party a bit. So, connecting with people that are very, you feel a rapport with, or you feel some sort of special, and you can come across as very attractive, very persuasive, which is good news for in a business sense as well. And definitely being more self-indulgent. This is allowed from the 23rd onwards. And you just need to work to balance things and maybe do something which is good for your physical body or some other aspect of your physical existence. Now, friends and acquaintances are well starred. You feel their support as you move forward. And with something that you've hoped for, maybe for a long time, and group gatherings are very well starred, and contacts new and old and pooling forces and resources may be interesting, mutually beneficial, and also positive experiences with friends. And colleagues, work people that in a working kind of environment as well. But your contribution could be seen as invaluable to somebody else's progress. Now, this is a period when you have to put physical effort into achieving certain goals in your life. You've got certain targets, you've got certain goals, and even though they're not huge, you just want to be able to sort of achieve that so that you can move on to the next step. Or maybe it is something quite big. These may be career orientated, so there can be like really small via points on the way to something else, or really quite major targets. So overall, this transit of Mars could inspire you to just work hard to keep a certain image out there, or package something in a certain way, or to be aware of your reputation and how you come across. It can also mean as well that you maybe have some run-ins with those in authority or bureaucracy, that others in a position of power can come across as being, really a bit useless, or just dragging their feet, or in fact downright aggressive, because Mars energy coming at you can feel aggressive. So just keep to your regular path. Keep balanced within yourself. Be competent, be efficient, be correct, and keep your cool, and not be too hasty. And then you can make progress with the master plan. And then from mid-month, Mars moves, and that indicates that you could be mixing with people or other beings that you feel a really strong connection with. This is a very inspiring energy, but others could be very much looking to you. Friends or a group could be looking to you for a lead, could be looking to you to initiate things, and you can get a bit tired out, with everything that you've got to do, and run yourself a bit ragged. So just watch the energy level again. Having said that, this can be a very inspirational time, and this is a very future-orientated phase where you can get the ball rolling on all sorts of new things that maybe were shelved a long time ago, or maybe that really you hadn't even thought of in that particular way before, but you could see it more clearly now. Jupiter began a new cycle on June the 26th, so you might be listening to this before June the 26th, but that's when it's happening. So for about a year from then, Jupiter will help you grow and learn through new associations and friendships, new group associations, but with new friends in your life. Or it can be within a club or a group or a collective of some kind who have interests in common. Or it might be that you get a taste for a certain type of pursuit which is a little bit offbeat, or maybe it's not offbeat, but maybe it's just unusual for you because you've never kind of looked at it before. Friends, colleagues, or those who share a common understanding will expand your mind, and your world over that long transit. And you Virgos born between the 23rd of August and the 1st of September, or up to 9 degrees rising, going to feel this energy the most this month. And then Saturn is challenging you in its long transit, challenging you to work more diligently on the level of literature, communications, speaking, writing, creative self-expression, media, but also toing and froing, perhaps short distance travel. And you could be developing your communication and people skills a lot gradually, because everything happens slowly, always slowly with Saturn. There's no rushing with Saturn. And perhaps you're integrating a new knowledge and dealing more with deadlines, schedules, being aware of there being, you know, a time factor on things. And communications equipment, vehicles, something about them may be problematical, but also they can be key to your success. It's also likely that you could be learning that others' perceptions and your perceptions aren't necessarily the truth. You know, they're just perceptions. As this transit sort of plays out, which will be finishing 2016, at the beginning of 2016, you maybe will have come to that conclusion. And you Virgos born between the 27th and the 29th of August, or with 4 to 6 degrees rising, going to feel this energy the most this month. And if you want to know what the outer slow moving planets are doing, I update it every month, which part of your sign they may be affecting. Go and have a look at that on my website. And also, if you know your moon sign or your rising sign, listen to those, the video for those, and it'll sort of put in your angle on, or a different maybe slant on what I've said here. And that's it for July. I'll see you the next time.